Yeah, for today, I'd like to share with you a quote by Arthur Ashe. And ito sa akin, sobrang gusto ko tong quote na to. And he says, "Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can." And this is something na very meaningful sa akin because whenever I am thinking of a new project, medyo nag-overthink ako na, nako, ito kailangan ko, ito yung kailangan kong gawin, kailangan kong malaman, kaya ko ba to, etc. But this quote, it reminds me that sometimes you don't have to have everything ready to begin. No, you can just start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. And waiting for that perfect timing, waiting for that perfect scenario, and waiting for you to feel that you're ready, usually it never comes, or it comes much later, and when you realize that, medyo too late na. And I believe that this is very important, especially if you're thinking of changing something in your life. Anong ibig ko sabihin? Let's say that you're already kind of bored sa pagtatrabaho. You want to do something more exciting. Probably you want to start a home business, or you probably want to explore being an online freelancer, or just being a freelancer by itself, no? Sometimes I am able to talk to friends and other people na nag-hesitate sila. They fear that they're not ready. They fear na baka mag-fail sila. Meron din silang self-doubt na hindi nila alam kung kaya ba nila, hindi nila alam kung tama ba yung gagawin nila. From my own experience, that fear is actually good. It's good that you have fears and doubts because it means that you have room for improvement, no? Sa ganung perspective ko siya tinitingnan, na pag meron akong feeling ko hindi ko alam, feeling ko hindi ko kaya, ibig sabihin, it's an opportunity for me to grow as a person. And mas na-excite ako doon na, uy, I discovered, I realized that I have room for growth. And with that in mind, I usually summon the courage to do it. I try to see, ano ba yung next step ko? It's really important to focus on what can I do now, okay? Rather than mapping the whole journey, yan. Kasi I realized that part of the fun and the self-fulfillment in being successful or achieving a goal is the journey itself. And most of the time, hindi naman natin kayang i-plan yung buong journey, or hindi natin kayang i-plan yung lahat ng kailangan natin gawin, but we can always focus on what are the next few steps that we can do. So, siguro the best example would be yung aking podcast. I don't know if you've heard already, but yun nga, I have a podcast, and I started that with almost I actually started my podcast with what I have. Meron akong lapel mic, tapos meron akong phone. So, I record my podcast sa phone lang. I don't have yung mga professional condenser mic and all. And then nag-Google lang ako, no, how to start a podcast, where to upload it, and then sinunod ko lang siya. And now I have a podcast. And I have friends who also want to start a podcast. I gave them the first few steps na ito lang kailangan mo gawin, but they're still hesitant. And sabi ko sa kanila, just do what you can, you know, do whatever you think is right at that moment, and eventually you'll find ways to improve, you'll find ways to level up what you do. And listening to my first few episodes ng podcast ko, nako, medyo robotic pa nga yung boses ko, but slowly I am trying to find ways to improve dun sa ginagawa ko. But the more important thing is, nasimulan ko na siya, di ba? I am way ahead of those who have been thinking and planning how to start their own podcast, pero yung kanilang fear and self-doubt is stopping them. So, don't be like that. Kung meron kayong gustong gawin, just take an inventory of the resources that you have. list down the skills that you currently have, yung iyong mga talent, ano ba yung mga pwede mong gamitin so that, sabi nga ni Arthur Ashe, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. And eventually, you'll be able to discover the next steps that you can do, and you'll improve, you'll get better until hindi mo namamalayan, aba, nasa gitna ka na pala ng journey mo, nasa gitna ka na pala ng goal mo, and it just takes several more steps before you can achieve your goals or your dreams. Alright? So that's my quotable quote for today. I hope you liked it. Again, sabi ni Arthur Ashe, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can.